Ready for y'all.
You guys got such great shot making from Isaiah Joe off the bench
Hell yeah.
tonight. What I guess layer to the offense does that add when you've got him as as an exit ramp?
Yeah, it's great. First of all, we're always looking for him because we know the type of shooter that he is. But then also, it helps open things up for other guys, having that kind of gravity out there. Other teams know how he can shoot the ball, and, they're not just going to let him tee up easy ones. So, we got to keep doing a good job of helping get him open. He moves around with the best of them, and we got to keep looking for him, keep getting him open, and, those shots are going to keep falling. They're good for us.
Mark really praised you guys' personnel recognition tonight. In addition to just this guy's a great shooter, this guy's not as great of a shooter, what does that look like on the floor when you guys are really locked in on the scouting report?
It just looks like good team defense, forcing players and teams kind of to their second choice out there. You're never going to pitch a shutout in the NBA. There's never been a 0-point game, so it's not about trying to shut everything out. It's about putting yourself in the best position to win the game, and that's by making everything tough, forcing guys to do what they don't want to do, and closing out possessions from there.
You mentioned making everything tough. New Orleans is a team that leads the league in points per game, at least entering this one. But can you kind of just speak to the rhythm that you and Jay
over the
will?
course of the season?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. About 58, I think.
You said points in the paint.
Points in the paint. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Can you just speak to the rhythm that you and Jay will were able to find to make life a little bit more difficult for them down low?
Yeah. First of all, credit to those guys that were putting their body in front of Zion. Taking away the straight line ones to the cup, and then they're able to do that because I'm making sure that they know I have their back. I'm back there behind them, as well as everybody else on the floor, just trying to do a good job of having everybody's back, but not losing sight of kind of the whole floor, and giving up easy ones. I feel like we forced Zion into kind of that 4 to 8 foot range. And he still made those shots, but good players are going to make shots, but we couldn't give up layups and dunks all night to everybody. So yeah.
You came into the league at the same time as Ooze. Can you kind of just speak to who he is as a person and what it's been like to now see him get to capitalize on some opportunities?
Yeah, Oos came in, I think he was the youngest on the team ever.
Yes.
Ever? Yeah, he came in, he might have been wearing diapers at the draft. He was young when he came in, and, his growth has been crazy. He comes out there, and, he's been running this offense, doing a great job doing it, making a lot of great reads. He's been super steady. I think he was great on the defensive end tonight, too, and, I'm happy to see that from him, and make the most of the opportunity every single night. He did it again tonight. He was great, and we're going to need that from him going forward still.
You and Shea have talked a lot about sort of just letting the game tell you what to do when it comes to just playing. You have 9 points in the third quarter to open it up. Is it easy to sort of just flip on and off that switch of like when to amp it up scoring-wise?
I feel like I'm always going to listen to the game and what our team needs to try and make the most of the game. At times it's going to be scoring, at times it's going to be movement, at times it's going to be playmaking, at times it's going to be whatever it might be. They threw 2 at Shea a lot there, especially down the stretch, and I just tried to get into that pocket and make the 4-on-3 plays out of that. Some plays get in there on the glass, some plays look to score. I feel like I got a lot of really good shots there in the fourth. Didn't convert on some of them, but I really like the process, and I just got to keep that going. I got to stay aggressive, but not get like the blinders when I'm doing that.
Yeah, Chet, on Thursday, you're going back home.
Yeah.
Things look a little bit different than you're probably used to.
Yeah.
With ice and everything. You guys are staying or the game's going to be played about a mile away from where everything happened. You care to speak a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's a very loaded topic, obviously. I don't want to get into the opinions and politics of everything, but I definitely just want to send wishes to everybody up there that's been affected. I know I have a lot of friends, family, neighbors, especially close in that area. My parents' house is 3 blocks from where the latest incident happened. And, I know that area well. My sisters would always get donuts at the donut shop on that street. My grandpa's favorite Greek restaurant is on that street. And, it's all very close. So, seeing that happen is, it definitely kind of takes you back. And, you never want to see anything like that happen. I definitely think we're too advanced as a species, just plain and simple, for things like that to be happening. And, no matter what your opinions are or what your beliefs are, you should be able to agree that nobody, needs to be dying in the street. So I wasn't there. I don't have a full picture of everything going on. So, I can't really speak on details and what happened and what transpired, but I just I just feel for the families of anybody who's lost their life up there, and I'm wishing safety for everybody.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.